Alright, so this is the first time that I flew the drone while I was on a half-hour break at a rest stop, and this was on I-79 eastbound in West Virginia. And as you can see, it's a snowy day, but it wasn't very breezy, so I figured I'd take a fly around, see what I could see, and see, well, something other than what I look at all day, which is the highway. And I do enjoy looking at the highway, don't get me wrong. I enjoy driving. It's just entertaining. Don't mind that. That's the truck actually petering out because it's doing its cycle where it starts and charges the battery and, you know, whatnot, because I'm running the APU and the light, and it just, you know, does its thing. But I'm actually, right now, I'm in Minnesota, and I am parked getting layover pay, which is like $100 a day because of Winter Storm Maya, which, like I said, has me parked, and well, I'm parked until the road conditions improve. And as you can see in the video, the road there in West Virginia is actually in really good shape. And I'm in a fairly remote part of West Virginia, as you can see, the mountains in the distance, and the where you can see the propellers. And I just thought it was so surreal and so beautiful that I wanted to get more view of it. And the overhead view is just, it's impeccable. Yes, I do focus on the highway quite a bit, and as you can see, the road conditions in you know, perfect condition, even though it's snowing and there is snow all over the ground. This was a point in time where I felt like my truck was hauling more salt than I was cargo, even though I was hauling like 45,000 pounds. Doesn't make a difference to me. I get paid by the mile regardless. And so I took the drone as far as I could in each direction, and in this direction, yeah, you can't see too far. Like, yeah, you can see mountains, and then you can see another range of mountains. You can see another mountain, you know, in the foreground. You might even be able to see another set of mountains in the foreground. And I have driven actually through all of those mountains at this point, because I'm headed east, and what the drone's doing is heading west right now. But I'm trying to take it as far as I can, because you can't see that far because of the weather condition, and I still thought it was pretty magnificent. I kind of thought that the mountains, the way they look with the trees where it's all barren, it almost looks like, you know, a balding head, where like the hair is getting thinner and you can see the scalp. And then I'm coming back, and you can see my truck from there, because I got a blue trailer that day. I don't actually have a blue trailer all the time. I do get, like, the blue trailers are the older ones, and I get them sometimes, and sometimes I get white ones. Today I have a white one that has the old emblem on it, and sometimes I get white ones that have the new emblem on them. It's just, you know, varies. But I'm looking all around, and you can pretty much see the same thing in every range. It's not the same mountain, it's not the same thing exactly, but it is kind of the same thing, because you're seeing like the same scene. But I still found it to be beautiful. I mean, look at that. Do I think it would have looked better on a sunny day? Of course. But I wasn't there on a sunny day, so how could I, you know, I couldn't resist this, because like I said, it wasn't very windy, it's not snowing very heavy, and it didn't affect the drone and the way it behaves, so I didn't see it to be a problem. But you can see some snow coming down in front of it, and I didn't get the battery life that I normally would have out of the drone, because it was cold. I want to say it was like 20 degrees when I was flying this, and like my hands were numb by the time I actually landed the thing. It was kind of crazy. But so, yeah, so then I come down, and I'm actually, like, you can see the rest stop, and the rest stop's not much more than some parking spots for trucks and parking spots for cars. There is a restroom there, and there is one on each side of the highway, because they do one eastbound and westbound. That way, you know, it makes more sense. Although it kind of would make sense to put them in the middle, but then people, not usually trucks, but people would get confused, and you'd also get trucks parking sloppy because they'd be headed in different directions. And I guess there would be more risk involved with that, but that's not how it is, so maybe there's a reason for the way that it is. It seems like there's a reason for everything and the way that they do everything. But I like the neatness of how the car parking spots are, even though that one car didn't park in the parking spots. He just like kind of pulled up. I'm known to do that in the truck sometimes, but as you can see, I'm between the lines, which doesn't always happen. But like, I don't think I'm parked between the lines today, but that's because there was snow on the ground and I couldn't see the lines, and I really just shoved my trailer in the way that I could, and I'm as deep into it as I can be because of the way the snow was. So it is what it is. But there's a good overhead of my truck and my trailer. As you can see, they're white on top, even though it's a blue trailer, which gives you an idea. But they don't have the numbers on top, so they're not worried about them getting stolen. And probably because they have GPS trackers on them. Oh look, and there's another one pulling up, a white one. Transgender transport. Those UPS trucks haul ass, I can't lie. And then you get a nice view of my trailer, even though I don't have that trailer today, and you get a nice view of my truck. And as you roll up to me, no, I'm not wearing a Werner shirt. I'm wearing that white Briar shirt that happens to be blue. But I get a couple good angles, and then I'm gonna snatch it out of the sky, and that's where I'm gonna say thanks for watching, guys. You know I wouldn't do this without you. I'll see all my friends later.